Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Here we are again with another episode of Last Epoch, and it is a continuation off of the Father Nature build. Now that I have actually gotten and unlocked all the skills for it, excuse me, we can actually delve a little deeper into explanation about it. So let's take a look at what I've unlocked. So we got the Storm Totem, the Maelstrom, Avalanche, Tornado, and Tempest Strike. We're going to take a look into what I've been working on with Maelstrom real quick. So I've discovered a few things about Maelstrom, and its proccing automatically from deaths is nice. It's not as frequent as I'd like. I think the 2-second cooldown is a little bit strict. But the good news is that that's a 25% cooldown. 20% chance when I kill something. In the passives here, you have, when this is maxed out, so it's a 5% per point, so 5 points, 25% chance to cast Maelstrom when hit. And that's going to be on a 5-second cooldown. That's pretty good. So now upon being hit and killing something, there's a chance for Maelstrom to go up. So there's almost no point to actually even cast Maelstrom automatically. So I've actually discovered to go, so just go up here for the increased duration to keep it going as long as possible. And then we're going to come down here to get chill chance and then freeze rate. So with those two last of the points into the ability, that's going to be everything we need to make it our defensive ability, where they walk near us and they're frozen. Now I've been fiddling around a few things with Tornado, and I only have this here at 75% chance because honestly, two tornadoes. Okay, one. Alright, so the ratios are making me look bad. There's two. There's two. There's two. Yeah. So the frequency of which you get two tornadoes is much better. You don't need the full. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. That's 4 shots right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them doubled. So you don't need to waste a point in that. You can if you want, but that also means there's no pull strength at all. Because there's 100% less pull strength. That means there's 0 pull. So we actually do not really want to do that too much. We want to at least have the tornado with a little bit of pull to it. There's the duration increase. Over here, we did it so the tornadoes cast lightning, so it increases the damage they deal. There were a couple other options I considered, like over here, where they have the, where is it? No. Yeah, tornadoes create a storm orb, and I'm thinking, okay, so another proc of damage, but it's a 20% reduced cast speed, and then it's increasing the mana cost, and it's already at, okay, so it says at 16, so it's not too bad. I even fiddled over here with the fire. It was pretty cool. It was bright. It was like a blaze. So I'm actually I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with the remaining 6 points here. You know what? I actually think I might do this. Now I thought about it. Cancel what I just said. I might do this because I don't want this one because I'd have to, number one, max that out. But then this one, tornadoes you cast attach to and move with me, but I no longer get a second tornado. So it's like, what's the point of even bothering with that if I'm going to cancel that with that? Exactly. So I think we're going to test out the debris node and then go into the orbs. Leave a storm orbs 20% more frequently. Alright. That could be something. And then the Tempest Strike. I've been thinking. And there has been a lot of AoE procs, especially now with, this is at 20% base, 20% base with these extra 5s here. That's an extra base of 20, so it's 25. because you have to have this to go here, this to go here, and this to go here. So it's a 20% chance. This is going to give it an extra 15 when it's capped out. So it's a 40% chance. So it's a 40% chance to cast something. Now, and that's at level 16, so that'll be level 17. So I have 18, 19, 20. I'll have 3 points left over. I originally thought about putting them in here, so it'll be a 15% chance. 15, an extra, yeah, wow. An extra 15% chance if I don't hit something, which basically means I'll go from 40 to 55. So it almost guarantees if I miss and do nothing, the next one will immediately proc after. Or something will proc at least. But I'm also thinking of just doing instead of the 15% chances for missing, just do an extra 5% in each one. So 17, 18, 19. That'll also give them a 50% chance each. Oh no. Sorry. That'll bring them the 45% chance each. And then also give them another 10% damage. That's where my numbers were. So that's pretty good. So we make them stronger and cast more often, as opposed to, oh, you miss and they'll cast more often. Another few options was, instead of combining all the elements into one ability here, I can basically make this ability all my cold spell, make this, a lightning spell, which it already is. I can then turn this into either a lightning or a cold spell, and that way I'll have 2 cold, 2 lightning. Oh no, I would make this no. Yes, okay. This would be the lightning ability. So this would be 1 lightning ability, and then the storm totem I would turn into a cold ability. Make it a blizzard totem. Because I went cam down here, and it said the thunder totem. And I was like, okay, you cast storm totem, it'll have a 10% chance to cast a thunder totem, doubling the damage, duration, health, and crit chance. So I was like, okay, so that's really nice. I do like that. But there, as it says here, visuals for this node are not yet implemented. So it was very hard to tell when I actually got the thunder totem. It looked the exact same. The numbers I could barely see the difference in. So I'm waiting for them to actually implement it, so where I can actually see it, to actually see if it makes a difference or not. But I tried it, it didn't show up, so hopefully they'll implement that soon. Right now I'm going to go for over here just to do crit strike. I'm going to make this totem hit hard because it's a cool totem. Like, when there's no enemies near, it just looks like that. So when there's no enemies nearby, it's like nothing special. But when I get into a field of enemies, it literally looks like hell. Like, the nature is just coming down to just wreak its havoc on Earth, which is really cool looking. And then Avalanche is really powerful. Like, I'm amazed at how strong this is. I mean, it's a channeled ability, so usually the sacrifice, you stand there, or you're just channeling it, but the compensation is that it's really strong. You become vulnerable for standing there, so yeah. So it just does this, and it just spams all these rocks in front of you. Drains your mana pretty quickly, but the cool thing is I can actually steer it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can actually change where it goes. There's a lot of nodes to this one, and I haven't really decided where I want to go with it yet. This one turns it to physical, I believe. Converts all cold to physical, yeah. Increase the damage, stun chance, less mana, which is nice. Let's see. There's also making it electric. Yep, charge boulders. Oh yeah, this one makes it so I activate it and they just go on their own. It's no longer channeling. Avalanche is targetable, extra mana. Changes the shape of the avalanche to a circle around you. There's some pretty cool options to do with Avalanche. Now, Earthquake. It's a cool spell. Let me bring it out real quick. There we go. It's a melee ranged ability that produces a random amount of shockwaves, and I'm not sure how I feel. It's spammable, which is nice, but it costs 55 mana, so 2 uses and I'm out. Yeah, and now the recharge. This one also has a lot of nodes. But what's weird is that you have to, if you want to go anywhere over here for nodes, you have to take this one. It's like this little one leads down here or down here. But then this one goes down here. And then it's like only this node goes this way. It's very weird how they did this tree. I don't like it at all. I wish there was a line right here. Or at least right here. Something to separate it. Because the fact that you have to go down here to go all the way up like there, that's a lot. Because that's 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then whatever you're putting into here. So just 10 points to get to this. Like, that's a lot. That's half of what you can get, and that's not even skilling into that. But there are some pretty cool options to do with Earthquake. I haven't really tested out too much, because I didn't like the way it performed. It's a lot of Aftershock builds here. So, Earthquake, Aftershock, increase area effect, Aftershocks, extra Aftershocks. Yeah, there's a lot of Aftershock-based Earthquake and its Aftershocks have increased stun chance. Yeah, it's all about the Aftershocks. Yep, right there. Aftershocks are not damage over time. Aftershocks deal damage, and I'm not really seeing them, so either I'm blind. It says it creates 2 to 4 Aftershocks nearby. I'm not seeing it. So I don't know if I'm just blind or if I can't see it. But other than that, it works really well. You're very, very squishy. But you can use the tornadoes to keep them afar. Not that, sorry. Oops, where am I going? I did that wrong. We're going to example. So if you want, you can do the Storm Totem to kind of get their distraction, tornado it, and then just use Avalanche from afar. So you have your far-range abilities to keep the enemies away from you, but then if they get up close, you have your Maelstroms and your Tempest Strike. So there's a lot of maneuverability of how this build can work. And the passives we're looking into... By the way, let me show you our elemental protections. We're rocking at about 40% for these right here. And that's crazy. When you summon a totem, they're doubled, so... We're crossing... Yeah. 510, 530. Like, we are... Durable. We are good to go when it comes to elemental protections. Over here... In the passive tree, what I've done is... I've actually rethought about this. And... the increased damage is nice, because that's a minion. Extra spell damage. This one's good. Never mind, I didn't rethink this. Ah. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking that. But over here we have to get a little tanky. We have to worry about our defensive passives here. So I have down here, I went backtracking a little. And I did increased health for general life and active totem. The totem is a 100% uptime. So it summons, its cooldown. It lasts 8 seconds and its cooldown is 8 seconds. So it goes away. And we have it right back up. So as long as you keep paying attention to your totem and are aware that when it goes down, you can summon another one. We can summon another one right away. So we have extra elemental protection, which is, alright, fine, whatever. We have plenty of it. But extra necrotic, void, and poison protection for having an active totem. I really want to max that out, because that's 50 protection right there. Which is nice. But one of the other cool things is over here, we're going to get extra health from this, extra health and mana from this. So that's going to be nice. And then the Maelstrom proc from that. Where is it? I know it's somewhere. This one's cool. Grants armor and increased movement speed just flat. You don't got to do anything to get it off. Unfortunately, that's really about it as far as defensive stuff goes, because it's all about elemental damage, just random free lightning damage. Like this whole section here is all about lightning. just increase elemental melee damage, but then to do additional lightning damage, cast the lightning spell. This is cast the lightning spell. This increases all lightning cast from bonus areas. And then on this side is all cold, because you have your freeze here, cold damage, cold physical, cold protection. So there's a lot of things here. This is a really cool build. It's like a must-have ability right here. Maelstrom. Funny, isn't it? It gives you elemental penetration, elemental protection. Really good. You're basically wiping away most, if not all, of the elemental protection on an enemy, because 100 elemental penetration, that's a lot. That's a lot. And the fact that it can go up to 10 points, that'd be a total of 200 on either side. That's crazy. This one gives you armor when you have an active totem. This gives you the health regen. This gives you attack speed. So this only has 2 points because I went for the max out of the mana increase. We really want that mana regen. Other the options were cast lightning, deals additional cold damage, additional health. I could have done the extra additional health, but again, it was only going to have a few points. So like, I mean, yeah, 14 health is still 14 health, but there was also attack speed and cast speed, which I'm always going to have a totem up, so I kind of figured that would be a little better to have that boost. And as far as what we're going to go after that, so we're going to get this point here to get extra necrotic void and poison protection. This here for the health, and I mean, screw the attunement, it's just great to have anyway. Then this up here. So when this hits level 5 to unlock this row, I'm going to go back down to here to get the extra, and then I'm going to bring it up to this way. Because I don't need that much health and that much more attunement, but I do need this. And this is just too good to skip. I'm probably going to do this to get extra armor. And then top 3 is that boosts the lightning, so we're not going to worry about that. This gives my totems extra health and armor, and this gives me extra spell damage for each active totem. So that's nice. That's not too bad. But instead of worrying about these, I really want to make sure I can survive through, because I do plenty of damage. Plenty of damage. So now let's actually get into the actual combat with this build and show you guys what it can really do. So we're going to continue. Actually, no, we're going to do a monolith. We're gonna let's actually gamble a little bit here. Oh, I found some good uniques for my character. I found this, the Humming Bee. It's best on a Spellblade character, on the mage, because it gives attack speed, ward on melee hit, and it's basically wants you to have a lot of ward. And I don't get a lot of ward at all. So it's hard to keep this, because look, 1% increased elemental damage per 250 ward. And it's like, I kind of don't get... I really don't. This character does not get ward at all. So that's not helping me. But this item, holy crap. This is one of the best things I found for this character. 30% less elemental damage taken. That's just stupid considering I already have so much of it. 30% increased elemental damage. Now, if an ability says elemental, obviously it's elemental. But lightning, cold, and fire still count as elemental. And I can prove it because where is it? Oh, this. Elemental protection is doubled while you have a totem. So I activate the totem, and these 3 go up. So they clearly count as elements in that sense. So we don't want to have to worry about that. 30% increased critical strike chance, always nice. And then almost 7% of elemental damage is leached if it's crit. So that this makes you want to build crits, that way you can get the life leech from all that elemental damage. Storm Titus is cool because it gives extra shock damage. This one gives me the extra critical strike chance and chance to get ward on crit. And that's pretty much it. I found these. This for a druid, so I have that. Another viper tail. You know, all other stuff like that. But what we're going to do is... yeah, I pretty much only keep legendaries in here. That's all I really need for it. And those are trash. Okay. So let's see.
These items might be your best bet.
I'm trying to get some good shields here. Let's see. Shield. Only one shield? Alright. Ooh, a rare shield. Okay.
Looks powerful.
Minion health, block protection, necrotic protection. Let's see, we don't have any better body by chance. Let's go rare.
Excellent choice.
Ooh, unique headpiece. What we got?
Wow! Makes you want to buy some more, doesn't
Decayed Skull. Extra armor. Increased void necrotic damage. 20% of void necrotic taken as physical. Okay. That's like another... Oh, man, there's so much necromancer gear. It's ridiculous. Alright, that's not bad. Rare.
it? Not bad.
It does give a lot of armor. Yeah. I lose a lot of stuff, but that armor is really useful. That gave a lot of armor, too. You know what? Let's do this. Even though it's boosting necrotic and void damage, it gives me so much armor, and that fact that 20% of it's taken as physical, that's going to help me out. That actually might be useful for me for now. Let's look at belts. Can we get any good belts? Come on. Oh. Nope.
Maybe it'll help you along the way. A fine choice. You have a good eye. That's a winner.
So increased damage over time, ward gain and protection, more necrotic protection. Let's do that. And then compare this other one. Critical strike. Alright, yeah, I think that other one's nice. Let's see. Feet were good. Hands.
Not bad. Interested in another try?
Chances are it's not going to be better, but I'll look. Yeah, no. Let's look at weapons. Just see if I get any cool weapons. So we'll look at... is this two-handed staff? I think... No, staff is two-handed. Two-handed. Oh, here we go.
Want to go again? Excellent choice. Not bad. Interested in another try?
I mean, if I get a legend, a unique item, that's pretty cool. But I'm basically just looking for almost anything.
A fine choice. You have a good eye. Maybe it'll help you along the way. Looks powerful. A fine choice. You have a good eye. Interested in another try? Not bad.
Just get rid of all this junk. No. No. Nope. Nah. Nope. Okay. Let's see. We got a few more things we could try.
Want to go again?
That is two-handed. Okay, so we don't want to bother with that. And accessories. Let's see.
Just means you're due for a big one. Don't worry. Not bad. Not bad. That's a winner. Maybe it'll help you along the way. Excellent choice. Want to give it another shot? That's a winner.
Okay, so I see critical strike chance. That's good. Increased fire damage. I don't really have that. So, and less health regen. Oof. That one's got extra. No, the one I have currently on is better. Cast speed, decreased damage, decreased health. No. Physical damage, minion, shock, attackers, poison. No. Critical strike, damage while channeling, and 8 mana. This is a very offensive one, and I'm trying to... no, I don't like any of it. How about rings? Critical strike chance, no. Alright, I think we're done with that. Enough downing around. Let's go into the monolith. Okay, increased health. Have high speed and crit unchance until approached. Reroll. Frenzy and haste when hit. I like it. Alright. So pretty much the order what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your totem out first before you even get too deep into it. Get the totem out right away. And then tornadoes, and then just go to town. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, these guys are a little tough. But I can just spam tornadoes if I really wanted to. Storm totem upgrade. So let's get the strike chance. And I could go into a blizzard totem from that if I wanted to, but I'm not trying to do that. Or at least not right now, I'm not. Oh, more of these guys. Ooh. Those the big dudes hurt. I'm gonna try to avoid them. I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm just gonna move on to the final boss, and that's it. Excuse me. Oh, oh! Okay. That all right. I learned my lesson. Don't be a smartass. Let's try that again. Yeah, I have learned my lesson. Those guys, those were tough. I mean, amping up this build saying it does tons of damage, but that was just proof of nothing. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That's a little better. Some avalanche action. Watch the health bar. Storm totem reapply. Tornadoes. It's a tough one. I love that I can spam tornadoes. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. Okay, so tornado is actually one of our buff spells, and it's right here. Caster Tornado grants Aspect of the Storm, giving you movement speed. Alright, cool. Aspect of the Storm lasts 2 seconds. And you can only have Aspect of the Storm one at a time. This gives mana regen while it's active. So it's 2 seconds of 12% increased mana regen. This over here makes it last 30% longer per point. That's insane. And I say that because that gives 150% extra duration. So if my math is correct, that should last about 5 seconds. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm theorizing. Because 100% would be doubling it. Yeah, so it should last 5 seconds. So it's 5 seconds of extra mana regen, which is nice. So we're just going to go here for 1 point. So the next time we get it, we're going to go here. So that'll be level 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we'll be good to go. And this would be completed there. And that if tornadoes, it's a great damage, but it's gonna be mostly be our buff spell because it's gonna give us that extra mana regen. From that, I wish tornadoes counted as minions, but obvious reasons they should not be. But you see what I mean? Like, you just have the storm totem out and all those tornadoes, and it looks like it's just utter chaos. I love it. I just love the way it looks and feels. I just wish I could be a little tankier. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. A little annoying, tiger. Yeah, I'm thinking this build might actually need a tank. Pet. Something to take hate from me. Maybe Earthquake will actually be good. You know, let's swap out Avalanche for Earthquake. See if I can get that to work. We'll get a test run in here. Get my elemental projection there. This gets another point here. Caught in a blizzard form around the totem. Enemies caught in a blizzard. All shock chances converted to chill. Do I want to do that? I'm really curious because this is all shock related here. This is making it tankier. One of the other things I was thinking about is this. Lightning Bolt has a chance to cast a Storm Totem. So I'm thinking if I make Tempest Strike just lightning based, so it does Storm's Aid, and just every single time I just do as many lightning strikes as possible, so that way I can get as many lightning totem procs possible. I think that might be another potential area. Just completely nullify this over here. Just get rid of Earth Spikes, get rid of the cold, and just do lightning. So I'll have lightning spell my melee, lightning spell from the tornado, and then have cold here, and then cold in the storm totem. Because this will turn into a blizzard to take cold damage. Storm totem has extra cold damage, extra chill chance, to apply frostbite. I'm really not sure where I want to go with it. But I definitely want the crit strike chance on it. Let's just see how Earthquake will deal. Maybe it'll help out better. Ooh, slowed my computer down a little bit. It just costs so much mana. Alright. I can't really give it a direct result. I can't really calculate how it's performing. But the Storm Totem just constantly proccing Thunderbolts. It's just so nice. Let's see. So that's got some overlay damage to it, which is nice. Alright, I kind of like avalanche. Earthquake. It's not too bad, actually. Just get into the middle of things, throw it down. Maybe I should do that. I am called Father Nature, so let's get the whole earth in there. And then turn the tornadoes back to fire. Oh, another ultimate. It's called Frozen Ire. Alright. Ooh, it's a scepter. Oh. Well, let's get rid of this guy. Okay. So it gives cold damage, spell damage, freeze rate multiplier. Increase base spell damage, 100% cold damage, extra base spell damage per character level, freeze rate per character level, necrotic protection per character level, Tundra Nova on hit with cold skills. You know what? I'm gonna swap to that. And let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl. Maelstrom, where we go? We're going down here for freeze rate. So we're gonna go, let's see. It would be, I did points there. If I had to do that, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 2. Okay, yeah. So let's just do this. Put a point in there for chill points. I think we're gonna do this. Let's get this out of the way. Respect that. Respect that. Respect that. Leave that for now, because I am going to be working on this. And then we're going to focus on this. Oh, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. Next tornado point. You know what? Let's do, what's this? I know what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, we're gonna stick true to what I said about Father Nature. Oh, it still does the lightning. It's a storm totem that is cold and oh, that's beautiful. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy I did that. Let's do this. Lightning Bolt has a 5% chance to... Oh, I really want to see that. I really want to get it to proc on its own before I go crazy. Oh my god. There it is! It was an automatic cast of the Storm Totem. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, this is going to be the bread and butter. This is going to be so cool. Yep. And there's a tornado point, right? Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Hold on, wait, if I can get it in. I'll do it quickly. Huh, huh. Ah, shit, it's not the point I thought it was gonna be. Damn it. Yeah, we're gonna do the fire tornadoes back again. There it is. Yeah. It just takes some experimenting to do. Like, I know I had this, like I said, I had this whole thing planned out, but honestly, it just comes down to just testing things out and seeing, and just taking, because you can respec so easily. Like, that's so nice. So nice. The fact that it can do both. So what's interesting is that it says all shock chance converted to chill chance. Effects which are conditional on shock, or conditional on chill instead. So it doesn't take away the... Okay. Okay. Alright, I've got some interesting ideas here. Let's try that. Yeah, this skill is going to be a nice big bread and butter. Earth spikes and northern winds, proc. We're not going to have earth spikes for much longer because we're going to get that. So we're actually going to take that out. Get rid of that. Northern winds has extra chill chance. We'll leave that in for now. But oops, but we're going to get that. Uh-huh. Yeah. I've completely changed the build since this video started. I know, but it's going to be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to work on this build some more. And so that way on the third video of Father Nature, you're going to see some stupid shit. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. But I'm glad to see that I was able to give you the build-up in the first video. And then in this video, able to showcase its mid-game performance. This is just the mid-game right now. Because I'm only level 40. And I only entered the first monolith. So this is nothing compared to the complete result. There's definitely a lot of toying around we can do, since we still have one more skill to get and all these to max out and reconfigure. So there's a lot of good potential lying around in this build still, and I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. So I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate this. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again soon.